You know, in the last few years, people have asked questions that I don't think they ever would have asked here even 20 or 30 years ago. One of the questions that people are asking today is, why is the sanctity of marriage so important? You know, as I said, I don't think people would have been asking that question 20 or 30 years ago, but as we've watched the institution of marriage begin to decline in the West, particularly the United States, we're seeing fewer and fewer people married. As a matter of fact, America today is just filled with singles. There are more and more people that have just chosen to stay single or sometimes not ever get married. Many couples living together today, and so it really begs the question of why is this sanctity of marriage so important? And the reason for this is really very simple, but it's not understood by our culture. You know, we're trying to redefine marriage today in society. People aren't even sure if marriage is even between a man and a woman, so we're moving even beyond the sanctity of marriage between a man and a woman to even now having same-sex couples. And the thing that is being lost in all of this discussion about marriage and its sanctity is that the reason marriage is set apart as a holy institution, and that's really what sanctity means. It means set apart, sanctus in Latin, set apart. Marriage is designed to be holy because it's a picture of God loving us. The whole story of marriage is a picture of Christ and the church. It's a picture of God loving us through the cross, bringing us out of a world and building a life and relationship with us forever. So therefore, the reason that every pastor, every Christian should be interested in the sanctity of marriage is because as we get glimpses of what marriage can be and what it should be, we're getting images and pictures of God's love for us. Now, if there is no sanctity in marriage, if there are no great marriages, if marriage isn't treated well by a society, then the society falls apart. And the reason it falls apart is because there's no power of love through the Lord in our society anymore that's going to affect the way that we live. If there's no power of love, then there is no life that's lived as a response to that. And as a result, people just live any way they want, and everything falls apart. You know, as you look at today, what's happening? Everything's falling apart. And why is that? If you really go deeper, it's because we're losing marriage. But dig even deeper, and we're losing the love of the Lord. So why is the sanctity of marriage important? Because it's the great love story of the Bible. And may we recover the sanctity of our own marriages. May we be a witness to others. And may we stand up to the truth that God's love in Jesus Christ is so wonderfully seen through every sanctified marriage in this country.